talked about moving and rotating our components to roughly the place that they want to be, and so we're going to talk about how to actually mate them, what relationships we need to put that push button in a hole. All right, so it starts with this paperclip icon. That's our mate icon, but you can also invoke it quite a few different ways. One of the other ways is by, I'm going to select the body of this chamber, and you see this come up, okay? And I can select this edge. The same thing comes up. So normally I like to get a nice hunk of the component, invoke the mate command. Over here it's going to show me that I did select the face 1 on red button, so it knows what I selected. And now let's move in on this a little bit, because you can select in a couple of areas. You can select this edge, you can select that edge, or you can select this face. Alright, so by doing that, it automatically selected a concentric relation, which is in fact the one that I want. And concentric means that I've centered about a circle. Sorry. So now we're gonna give it a second mate. So this guy is locked in this direction. Okay, there's not a whole lot of mates, so that cover is gonna come with me. But notice that it is now this push button, excuse me, is related concentrically to this circle. So let's select a face, and let's move in and rotate a little bit, because you can select two components. You can select either this face or this edge. They're both roughly the same thing. I would suggest, if you can always select the face, that would be your best bet, because sometimes the edges give you some crazy stuff. And so there's our first component mated into its position. And what we want to do is just mate this to, let's double check, our base unit is frozen, so that's our anchored guy. We're gonna give this a mate. I'm gonna just come in a little bit closer, because I want to make sure I select the face and select this face. Click OK. Select this face and select this face. Select alright, and this edge to now. Sometimes when you're selecting an edge, you got to be careful, because you can actually clamp down. It rotates over itself. It's kind of ugly, and you will see it. So I click yes, and everything's looking good. In our next one, we're just going to populate. I want to keep these videos small, so join me in the next one, and we'll populate the buttons and joystick.